Okay, so welcome to the second part. Now we have done the calibration and getting the video input and everything. Let's get started with the detection phase. Okay, so we'll be writing the the else for this if the calibration is completed. This part was if the calibration was not completed. Let's do if the calibration is completed. Now let's calculate how much the I has moved. So I delta, uh, this will be used to store the value of how much the I has moved. So I base minus distance smooth. Okay. Now let's check whether the I has moved below the threshold or not. So I is down, the I is down variable that I created. So I is down. It will be a true or false value if I delta I it's ice. Okay. Ice delta is greater than I down threshold. Ice down threshold. Okay. Then let me put a small text that shows that how much the eye has moved. So it will be simply a text. And I have already explained that what is the structure of the text. It should be ice delta. It should not be I delta. It should be ice delta because I created the wrong variable name. Then if the I is down, okay, so let me do one thing. Let me first explain you that what is going to happen. Then let me then quickly write the code so that we can save the time. It's going a very long lecture and I don't want to waste time. So let's do that. Let me first explain you that what is happening and then I'll write the code. So now what we'll be doing is we'll be calculating how much time the user is looking down. Okay. So this will calculate when the user is looking down, it will calculate that for how long the user is looking down. Now, if the user looks up, meanwhile this is going on, so what we'll do, we'll reset it. Okay. Okay. So now let's actually show to the user for how long the user was actually looking down. So let's create the if condition and we'll calculate the elapsed time and we'll actually show to the user for how long the user was putting the eyes down. Okay. Or for how long the user was doom scrolling. Okay, so actually let's start the fun part. Let's start the warning trigger part. So if the downtime, if the person is looking down for more than the downtime threshold that we defined, the downtime threshold for was I guess 3 seconds. Yeah, downtime threshold was 3 seconds. So if a person is looking down for more than 3 seconds, what we want to do is if the video is not playing, so this will check if the video is not playing, then we'll actually video capture. We'll use the video capture method. And what is the video? Okay, so I have showed you above that above we were using the webcam as the selection. Okay, we were getting the input or the source of the video from webcam. So we were using 0 here. But here we are using a video, a MP4 file. So we are writing the video path here. Okay. If the video is present in the same folder, you can write the name. If not, we can write the absolute value also. Okay. Then we are using the Pygame. Okay. We are using Pygame to play the warning video in loop. Okay. And we are also marking the video playing as true because we want to shut down our webcam. Okay. And the else condition of this if the person looked up, then what we want to do is we want to stop the video and the audio. Okay, this was for the audio and this was for the video. So if the video playing, if the video is playing, then we want to stop it. So pygame.mixer.stop video capture.release, we are releasing the video and we want to destroy this doom scrolling window here, and we'll set our video playing as false because the video is not playing. We are setting the playback to the rest state, to the reset state. Okay, then after initiating the video, let's actually see that how we can play it continuously. Okay, so if video playing and video capture is true, then what we'll do is we'll read the next frame for from the warning video. We'll read the next frame. Okay, if not read videos, then what we'll do is we'll read it from the start. And this is the stop doom scrolling uh, window that is created using I am show. Okay, that we just killed here. Then nothing much is actually left. We just have to show the output of the main webcam and we have to release that. Okay, so this is the our eyes down fix. This is the main webcam feed that we are getting. We are displaying it here. Then this is the exit condition. Okay, so whenever the user want to exit this program, they can click on the window and press the escape key, and this break will happen and we'll escape from the loop. Okay, after the loop breaks, what happens is we'll do cap.release. We'll release the webcam properly, and then if the video is opened, if you press the escape while the video was playing, then we want to safely release the video also, and we want to destroy all windows. Okay, so this was a decent size project. It was not a very large project. It was a decent size project. Initially I thought of writing code line by line, but after a while I understood that it will take hours and it will waste a lot of time in the world of AI, where everyone knows how to use AI and write code using AI. They can basically provide this video link and ask for the code there also, but don't do that. Make sure that you're writing your code yourself, because you want to build the logic, you want to understand how uh, coding works. Yes, AI can help, but you should know how the logic is working, how certain libraries work. So yes, use the AI, but make sure you write your code, write your own code once in a while, especially with these tutorials. It will be very helpful for you. So yeah, this was it. This was a decent size project, and you already saw the result, but let me do one thing also. Let me save and run this. I'm pretty sure I'll get some errors, because while writing, there were some variables that I was pretty sure that I was making some mistakes in the name. So let me do one thing. Let me write, and what I'll do is, if I encounter any error, I'll provide the source code on the GitHub repository. So I'll provide that. You can go there and get the code that is correct. Okay,